Lucky Day came out today and it has instantly turned into one of my all-time favourite episodes of Doctor Who. Dare I say, the best episode of this season of Doctor Who so far. Currently, I'm really enjoying this series. Every episode seems to be getting better than the previous one. A Doctor Light episode is always hard to capture. You have ones like Love and Monsters, which this one was kind of loosely giving the vibes of, but this one actually worked. And you have the classics like Blink, Turn Left, dare I say last year's 73 Yards. And so because of that, we're going to go through the top 5 best moments of this brand new episode, Lucky Day, to show you why it is an all-time favourite. Let's start off with Ruby Sunday herself. I actually rewatched my favourite episode from last season again last week, and that was 73 Yards. And I'm so glad I did, because this also is a Doctor Light episode focusing on Ruby Sunday, and you can see many parallels from 73 Yards to this one. Ruby is such a great companion, and I thought it was a great way to have a Doctor Light episode by having an episode focused on one of the companions but not actually have the Doctor see her. It was more like an episode of what if Ruby had her own spin-off TV show. Speaking of which, this episode made me very excited for what's potentially to come in the war between the land and the sea. But I can't ever think of a time where Doctor Who has ever really done anything like this before, where the show just stops with the Doctor and the current companion, and instead we get a whole episode focused on a previous companion, and the Doctor is nowhere in sight and doesn't even meet up with that past companion. It was a great way to take a break from trying to get back to Earth with the Vindicator, because we've seen that several times now, so we did need a break. I love how this delves into Ruby's PTSD from the Doctor, and Millie Gibson is just amazing. Let's have a look at some of these bits.
That I'm paranoid? That you're on alert all the time. Trust me, I know what that's like.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Try and relax.
I absolutely love that Ruby's first point of call is to call Kate when she's scared, and I love their relationship that they have in this episode. We've seen Doctor Who tackle the PTSD that the companions might have before, but not really have a whole episode directly dedicated to one companion's experience of it. Normally there's little glimpses of it throughout a spin-off show, or just a little conversation that a companion might have when they re-see the Doctor. I think having a whole episode and seeing Ruby break apart and look at everything like something suspicious might be going on is so interesting to see. Also, seeing all 3 names on the title sequence gave me chills. It's so good to have double companions yet again. Coming in 4th, we have the dating sequence. This part really did remind me of 73 Yards, where Ruby tries dating and just doesn't succeed in it. And it's interesting to see a companion struggle with dating because of the Doctor, but not because they were in love with the Doctor romantically, because nothing will ever sort of compare with that presence. We sort of saw that a little bit with Clara. The difference is she was still travelling with the Doctor when she was trying to date someone like Danny. The cringy, awkward moments of first love is not everyone's cup of tea, don't get me wrong, but I can't lie, it is a little guilty pleasure of mine watching moments like this.
Coffee sounds great.
You see, it's just really awkward but really funny, and obviously you've got the title episode there, Lucky Day. It's cringy, I know, but I kind of love it.
You're amazing.
I love the detail of adding the photo on the fridge, calling back to all the photos from last season.
You know, she's not mentioned the Doctor in weeks. Not for weeks.
I love how the mums are getting along so well as well. It's great to see what Ruby's been up to. Coming in 3rd place, we have the twist reveal of Conrad and Unit being exposed. It was genuinely a shock to me that Conrad was the villain of the episode, and that this episode is not going to be about aliens set in a village. I absolutely love this era doing things like that, taking something that we think we know about this episode and then just turning it on its head, doing a complete 180. It was very similar to how in 73 Yards at the start, it looks like we're going to have some sort of village pub-esque horror type of episode, and then suddenly, before you know it, it's actually Ruby trying to stop a dictator politician. Like, it goes from one extreme to the other, and you never expect it coming. This I did not expect coming. Having a story about exposing UNIT and seeing the public's reaction to UNIT is perfect. It's such a new and interesting way to tackle UNIT and to see a new side of the operation which we've never really seen before. How would the public react to UNIT? And the moment where they start live streaming them is just magical. I absolutely love it. Let's have a look.
You idiots. How we do, boss? Nailed it. Created by UNIT. By you. And we're live streaming, so don't get trigger happy.
You can see Ruby's fear showing all of that PTSD that she has, and the fact that they just get out their phones, it's actually really creepy and intense and really uncomfortable just watching everyone's reactions. I love it.
Put that phone down.
Or what? Gonna arrest me,
This is censorship.
Touch us and we'll sue. We will bankrupt you. You made a very...
It's so funny seeing someone like Kate being live streamed on social media and a hashtag UNIT lies. It's absolutely hilarious and such a new, interesting way of bringing UNIT into modern day. Also, can we just say the actual aliens of this episode are really creepy and really intense. I hope we do get a full episode of them properly in the future. And was this also a double meaning? Because we've got actors showing themselves in alien suits. Was this maybe hinting of some sort of TV show meta fourth wall break moment could be coming in the future, like we've sort of seen recently in Lux, for example? I love the slow collapse of UNIT because it feels so grounded yet also sci-fi. I could imagine this happening in our world, and it was handled so well, and I love when Doctor Who crosses over with our BBC News or The One Show or stuff like that. Coming in second, we have Kate Stewart. She is probably the best part of this entire episode. Wow, this might be one of the best Kate episodes we have had in years. I absolutely adore Kate and I love every time she appears, but this was like the Kate from the Zygon Invasion/Inversion and the Kate from the 50th specials, where we truly see the weight that she holds and her commitment to UNIT. I love how she goes to the absolute extreme, and even her staff team seem a bit shocked. When Conrad was mentioning the Brigadier, I wanted to personally punch the screen. He was such a good villain, and I love how Kate just didn't shy away, and how she does admit she's not like the Doctor, and that's what I love about UNIT. They're not always with the Doctor.
I'm glad he's not here, because he would have stopped me.
From what?
From showing you and your followers what we're protecting them from.
I love how the team are just unaware of what Kate is doing, and they begin looking even scared themselves.
What's behind your mask, Conrad? An angry little man who put the safety of this country at risk. Everything my father ever worked for personal gain, for a lie.
Like, they're really quite menacing villains. I think they're great aliens for an episode like this. Look at Kate. She is like, I am not having this anymore, and it is brilliant. The Doctor would never allow her to do something like this, and I love seeing the dark side of UNIT. It's getting me so excited for the spin-off show. Yes, I just love Ruby Sunday. How much she has changed since season 1 to now is brilliant. And she's also absolutely hilarious in this moment. And finally, number one of the best moments in this episode is the Doctor at the end. Firstly, I love the tie-in to why the Doctor was looking for Belinda Chandra in the first episode, rather than being some sort of timey-wimey ancestor-related thing to the person in Boom. I'm glad that we got all of that cleared up here. And I love that this is who the Doctor is. I need more of Dark 15. Having the TARDIS warp around Conrad and seeing Conrad still being a coward and the Doctor literally being so brutal to him was amazing. I was worried at first when I saw this because I thought the Doctor's gonna cry, because that's pretty much his catchphrase right now. But no, I got to see the pure fury of the Time Lord when you mess with his friends, and I absolutely love that he didn't shy away from that. Having more dark moments of 15 is something that we really need. More dark moments where he's not randomly crying and getting emotional, but where he's actually getting angry.
Alone and unloved, forgotten. The world carries on, the world gets better. You aren't even a footnote.
Like, that is just brutal reality, and it's perfect for this villain. So that is my top 5 best moments of this new episode, Lucky Day. It's by far my favourite episode of this new season. What did you guys think of it? Did you also like it as well? Or did you think it wasn't that great? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And as always, we've been here on Gate of Theories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.
to circle the other. As you go, you remain a stranger.